Tutorial time! Hail the sun, Paranoia. Here we go. Okay, this song is just in standard tuning, so tune to this. That's your top E, and we're good to go. So your first part is on your D string, and we basically do 5, open 5, and then slide up to 8, open 8. So you pick the 5, and then pull off, and then pick the 5 again. So 5, pull off, 5, slide up to 8 and do the same. And then from there we go to 10, pull off to an open G. So. And then from there, you go back onto that 10 on your G, and we do 10, slide up to 12, slide back down to 10, and pull off. And then it's a 12 and a 10, both with pull-offs on your D string. So all together. And that is it, 3 times, and then we finish by going, which is back in your D string, and we do 10, 8, open, and then it's 4 pull-offs from 8, and then we do 8, 10, 8, 7, so. So all together. And then there is a harmony to that as well. So you can either just keep sticking with that one or flip between the two. I think I did, it's been a long time since I did the cover. So I think I did a couple on that one and then a couple with the harmony. So the harmony follows the same exact pattern with the pull-offs and things, but the notes just change a bit. So your harmony starts the same. And instead of going up to 10 and doing all that lot up there, we do 7. 7, 8, 7, so. And then we jump down to 3 and a 2 instead of the 12 and 10. So the harmony and there's a harmony on that bit as well. Again, exactly the same pattern, only on it's on 7, 5, and 3. So. So the whole harmony section. And that's it for that riff. That comes in again later on. I think that the whole end section of the song is that same riff again. And from there, we're on to your next bit. Okay, so this bit is your chorus section. This pops up a few times in the song as well. It's primarily made up of a few chords, and there's another guitar doing like harmony octave chords over the top. So I've combined the two like I usually do. So some of them are quite big chords. So again, you can either just play the chords or just play the harmony, or if you're feeling up to hurting your wrist a bit, then you can go for them both. So we start with this chord. Which is G minor 7 chord. So up here we have 10 on your A string, and then we have 8 on your D string, and a 10 on your G, and then 11 on your B string. So that's your chord. And it sticks with that chord, and this top note moves around. So that will be what your octave chord's doing. But with that underneath. So combining the two. So this top note, your little finger wants to go 11, 10, 8, and 10. Again, finger-wise, I go little finger and then move that back. And then I bar this finger across and take my little finger off. And then go back to your little finger again. But again, whatever finger combination works for you. So that's your first one. And now your next one. We have an octave here on F, so 8th fret on your A string, skip a string and do 10 on your G, so that's your low octave, and then your higher part does a similar thing to the last one, is up on 13, so, and then this 13 moves back to an 11, okay. And then as we move down to your 10, this root note moves up one to an F sharp. So you get that sort of diminished type shape. And then we keep that there and move back up to that 11 with your little finger. A bit more complicated this one. So, and then move that up. From there we are to an E flat major 7 chord, which is 6th fret on your A. So we have 6, 8, 7, 8. And the harmony on top of that, this is the big stretchy one, goes 8, 10, and then 2 11s on top. So combining that with that chord. And your big stretch. If you can get that little finger up far enough, again, don't worry about it. If not, just works with that E flat major 7. From there we're to a C minor. So 3rd fret, 3, 5, 5, 4. And this 4 comes off, revealing the 3 in the bar. Going down there, and finally we have a B flat major over D chord. So we have a D in your root, so 5th fret on your A string, followed by the top half of a B flat major chord, which would be 8, 7, and 6. So for your last chord, so. Okay, so all together, your chorus. We have your G minor 7 type chord. And then we move up to this one. E flat major 7. With your big stretch. C minor. Finger off. And then B flat over D. And that's it for your chorus. That's the same. I think it does 3 more of those in the song, maybe 2 more. But yeah, that doesn't change. Okay, so this is your clean section of the song. And this, again, is made up of 4 chords, which, again, I've made up from what the guitar's doing, and then there's a bass note that moves around and things. So these are like the implied chords from everything together, same as the chorus. So there's some more nice awkward stretches in it. Okay, so your first one. Is based on that G minor 7 again, so up on your 12th 10th fret on your A string. We have 10, 12, 14, 11. And we pick, I hybrid pick this so you can play the root note and the top note at once. So pick those two and then pick down the chord. So that's your first one. It's like a G minor add 9 chord. Next up, the top chord we have, which is 8, 11 and 8, which I do with a little bar. But then the bass does an E flat as your root note, which goes there. So if you reach over with that finger, again, hybrid pick, just pick down that with that root note. So that's your second chord. Your third chord is the most difficult one. We have this pattern on top, which is 6, 10, 7, and then we have a C in the bass. So if you can reach your third finger across to play the C, we end up with this beautiful specimen. It's very, very awkward to get your little finger up far enough. So that's that one. And then finally we have this chord, which is 9, 10, 12, 11 with an open A string, a bit like an A7 shape. That chord. And again, pick the root note and the top note, and then pick down the chord. So those 4 chords all together. And that's it for your clean section. Again, that crops up later in the song as well. Okay, so back into your distorted sound, turn your volume back up. And this bit's quite simple, although the timing's very awkward. But I'll let you listen to it and work it out. It's going to be easiest. So we have... That's essentially it. It's 2, 1, 2, 1. And that's the same timing, but again, follow the drums. And you'll get it. So these chords are good old power chords down to a G, so it's 3rd fret on your bottom string power chord. And then we move down to a D of F sharp power chord. Not really a power chord, but you know what I mean. So basically, start with that G and then move that low note back one to the 2nd fret. That's your first 2, and then it's a C minor. And then we move that up to one of the extended power chords, I suppose you could call them. So that's a 4 and a 7. And then we move that to a B flat. Then move that back to an A. So all together. That last one. And that's it for that build-up section. And from there, back into a chorus again, I think. All those big stretchy chords. And then from that, we are into your break section that goes into the solo. I love this solo, it's very nice. So, this section. E flat major 7 chord, same as the one we did earlier. You don't necessarily need that top note on, so we could just do a 6, an 8, and a 7, and your rhythm. And then we go to this, which is like a C7 shape. So starting on your A string, we go 3, 2, 3. And then that 3 goes up to 4 with your little finger. So, and then we move that up 2 frets to a D7. So 5, 4, 5. So it's a creeping up. working up kind of one at a time. And that goes around a few times, and then we are into your solo. Okay, so I'll break this down into very small sections for you. The first one goes. So this is on your B string to start with. We do 11 down to 6. And then on your G, 5 to 3. Following that, we stay on your G. And do 5, 7 with a little bend. Like a wiggly bend. Little flick. And back to 5 again. So. Following that, we do 10 on your top string, 11 on your second string, and then 8 and 7 on your G. So then we go to that 8, slide up to 12, then do 11, 13 on your second string. So all together. This next part's a bit tricky. So this is lots of slideys on your top E string. So we go 18, down to 13, and then up to 15, down to 10, up to 13, down to 8, back up to 10, and then finish on 11 on your second string. So all together. And then we have a little twiddly bit, which is 10, 11, 10, 8, 10, 8, 6, 8. So. And then this bit's 10, 11 on your second string, and then 10, 12, 7 on your third string. And finally, a little run up, 5, starting on third string, so 5, 7, 6. Then we do 5, 3, 5, 6. So. Okay, so all together. And that is all the sections to the song, I think. From that, it goes back into your clean, pretty chords. Back to your big stretches. All those. And then back into... all that lot. And then chorus. And then it's back into your riff, and it finishes on that, I believe. Yeah, and there we go. Right, so there we go. Sorry, it's been a while since I did the cover. Like I think that's the longest I've been from a cover to a tutorial. So sorry about that. This is for the one dude who just asked me like 20 times on every video, can you do the tutorial for this? And yes, this is for you. So thank you, and I'll see you next time for more tutorial time. Bye.